next player, we'll call him a 3.5-year varsity player because he got in a bunch of games as a freshman. Like Joe Fazio, he's one of the best two-way centers in the league, always back-checking, always forechecking. He's got probably the best on-ice vision that we've ever had at Hills. Makes passes that are unbelievable. Great teammate, great team captain. Very proud to announce number 12, Captain Jet Lucas. And finally, captain, 3-year player. He's won Offensive Player of the Year for Half Hollow Hills the last 2 years. Came in 3rd place last season in the entire league in scoring. He's right at the top again this season. And I always tell him he's my favorite player. Number 25, Jonathan Miller. And now if we could have all the seniors skate over to the bench and stand in front of their relatives so we can try and get one picture. Thank you, everybody. We're going to have warm-ups, and then we're going to have a ceremony and face-off, and then we'll start the game.
On private? I have no cell service here. I know the Wi-Fi works.
Better plugging the hotspot straight into the computer. Because you're making a direct connection and it being wireless. Because then you kind of go through the firewall and everything. You get it right in, plug straight into the thing.
Should I let it keep going or ceremony's basically over? Sorry. Oh, I know.
30 seconds.
It's on me, my bad. My bad.
No, you're good. I put the gun down. That's all.
Are you connected now?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're live on the LI Sports Network. Senior night for the Half Hollow Hills Hornets as they take on the VSSL Storm here at the Dix Hills Arena. First, I want to apologize to you guys at home. We are having some internet issues here tonight, so we're delivering the game to you in a bit of a lower quality stream, so that way we can get through it the best that we can. And we are going to be sure that within the next 24 hours after the completion of this game that we will have a clean, high-quality recording up for you, as well as a clean look at the Half Hollow Hills Senior Night ceremony that took place before warm-ups. My name's Travis Quigley, here to take you through the call tonight. On the camera, standing right behind me, Gabe Takuri. You see him panning around, getting a close-in look at the captain, Jet Lucas, one of 13 seniors celebrated for this Hornets side tonight. And this is an extremely important game for both of these teams. This was due to be Half Hollow Hills' last game of the regular season, but due to the snowstorm yesterday, their game against Manhasset was canceled, and now they'll square off on Wednesday night. For the Storm, this is their last game of the season, and both of these teams are currently tied 11 points in the standings, and the winner of this game will guarantee themselves the number 5 seed. The loser will be the number 6 seed and in the play-in, facing a team from the Varsity Conference 2, the number 3 seed from the Varsity Conference 2, to ensure that they stay up in VC1 next season. So much at stake here at Clark Gillies, Dix Hills Park. Super excited to be here tonight, and I'm sure that these two teams are going to bring it. As mentioned, last game of the regular season for the Storm. They want to end on a high note, avoid the play-in. The Hornets, they want to win on senior night. Get it done for the players that have been part of this program for a couple of years now. And I know a lot of the players on this program, they want to end with a championship. And a win here to help them start playing the right kind of hockey right before playoffs would go a long way. It's going to be Pat Algazzini in the net for VSSL. Cooper Tell between the pipes for the Hornets here tonight. Half Hollow Hills in their white uniforms with the red shoulder caps, red numbers and nameplates. They're going right to left first and third period. And the Storm in their blue uniforms with the lightning bolts on the sides, black numbers on the sleeves and back for VSSL, going left to right, first and third. About 30 seconds left in warm-ups. Both sides getting their last couple of shots in, gonna scoop up the puck soon, and we are gonna get underway here. Once again, senior night for the Half Hollow Hills Hornets, taking on the VSSL Storm live here on the LI Sports Network.
Good for your phone, small. Not good for big. I appreciate you trying to think on your feet, though. I appreciate you trying to think on your feet.
I'm trying.
Now,
This angle is a lot better than when I was shooting it last week. I forgot who set it up. I think it was Brady or Kev. Told me to shoot with one of the legs on here. I think I can slip it. This is a lot better. Whatever. VSSL, when it comes to choosing a different jersey, put these 3 colors in Long Beach is crazy. Literally the same.
I like the lightning bolts.
Just about ready to go here at the Clark Gillies Arena, Dix Hills Park. Once again, senior night here. We're having a ceremonial face-off between Menexis and Lucas. And I believe because there's so many seniors, that might have been to see who gets to start tonight. And Menexis won it. Maybe not. They both just head off to the bench instead. Again, 13 seniors here for Half Hollow Hills. Valley Stream, their final game of the regular season. The winner of this matchup gets the number 5 seed. The loser will get the number 6 and play the number 3 from the VC2 in the play-in round to stay up and not get relegated. So much at stake here tonight. Travis Quigley on the call, Gabe Takuri on the cam. Here we go. It's the Hornets who win the opening draw. D to D, Solomon back over for Lemke. Lemke off the boards, redlining in from Wheeler. Wheeler, Huang, and Fazio getting the start for Half Hollow Hills. Big collision in the corner from Benson Huang. A long stretch, that doesn't find tape. Back in the defensive zone of the Hornets. Solomon trying to break out, instead reverses it for Lemke. Lemke up the wall for Huang. He's got some space, but instead puts it back behind his own net. Solomon's pass blocked off, pops to the high slot, hacked at by Zoles, doesn't go, and out comes Solomon. Solomon driving wide, poke checked away by James Steinberg, staying on it. One-on-one battle as it's put back deep by Fazio. Huang puts it around to the weak side. Wheeler's there to collect. One touch for Fazio, stops it with the left skate, hits Wheeler. Wheeler shoots, save, rebound, doesn't go. Wheeler will turn off the boards and shoot, stick stop. Wheeler out of the corner, another one off the paddle of Algazzini, and out come the Storm. Zoles driving in with some pace, his shot off a stick and through the glove of Cooper Tell into the corner. Rosengold got a touch on it and will settle down the rolling puck, leading the breakout. Sends it long off the bench. Menexis rolling through the middle, poked away. Jet Lucas joins the fray, takes it away, but his pass through the middle into the slot was broken up. Off the boards and out to Villaro. Villaro puts it cross corner. On the forecheck is Belletta. Leonard's there first, stops up. He's got some room. Villaro takes it away, can't get a shot through on the backhand. Lucas to Menexis right on the tape. Peter Menexis through his skates, silky move. Menexis shoots, save made. Good set of mitts from Peter Menexis. Third on the Hornets in points, 27, 11 goals, 16 assists in just 10 games this season. A little over 2 minutes gone in the first period. Nothing to score. Hornets controlling most of the puck so far. Both sides have had a couple of chances towards the cage as the Storm get it out on the D-zone face-off. Mossbacker moves it ahead, taken away and put into the zone by Iosa. Iosa unable to dangle through, and it's flipped out by Owinski. Hunter Rush clears it down, and this will be called an icing. Face-off is right of Pat Algazzini. Face-off's one back. Wolny walks, shoots, breadbasket save for Algazzini. Storm 5-9-1 entering tonight. Hornets 5-9. Both on 11 points. Played down low. Menexis out to the slot. Doesn't connect. Storm will skate it out. Thrown in behind the net of Cooper Tell. Put back into the blue paint and pushed aside. Storm can't, Hornets can't clear. It was in the zone by Bassino of the Storm. Bassino trying to stay on the forecheck here as the pass gets around Zoles, and out comes Menexis. Menexis trying to go wide on Rush. Rush uses the reach, pushes it to the wall, and puts the body on Menexis. Turnover. Daguerre up to the point. Lemke walks. No shot lane. Back to Daguerre. He'll fire one. Glove save. Algazzini. Puck goes wide on the wrist shot attempt. Solomon puts it back deep. Around to the weak side. Storm can't get it out. Wheeler on the stick lift. But the dangle move is broken up by Lawler. Thrown across, Villaro dumps it in. First on it going to be Solomon. Has Blessy on the wall, moves it to him, ramps off his stick and out to neutral ice. Steinberg regroups, dumps it down right on Tell, who kicks it into the corner. Belletti gets there, comes together with Solomon. Solomon spins away, looking for Blessy, broken up. I believe that was Villaro. It was. No, I was Iosa. Pardon me. Blessy cuts in across the seam. Shot over the net. So close there. Blessy gets it back over the stick of Lemke, who is driving in the defenseman. It's going to be chipped out. Now that goes to Villaro. Villaro in with a shot. Kick save. Cooper Tell. Put back in by Lawler. 10:30 to go in period one. It's Wheeler who scoops it up. Off the heel of the stick goes to Blessy. Blessy cuts through for Fazio. Fazio goes back. It's intercepted. That shot's blocked by Fazio. Zoles and Solomon race after it, and Zoles gets it to the corner. Solomon plays a big hit, though. To the weak side, it's Wheeler. The captain of the Hornets going wide on Steinberg. Bad angle shot, hits the outside of the net. Through the middle. Steinberg got the pass, taken back away, though. Chance here for the Hornets. Mossbacker around the net. He'll settle it down. Moves it to Fazio off his skate. Storm clear. It's Patsalos. Goes D to D. Up the boards, Mossbacker. Steinberg takes it away. And Steinberg now off to the races. He'll drag and shoot, but hits the glass. Villaro keeps it in. Going to come all the way back around to Steinberg. And he'll have some space to work here. Steinberg down the wall with a shot, and Tell will hold it. Shots 5-3 in favor of Half Hollow Hills through the first 5.5 minutes of this contest. Left of Tell for the draw. One to the boards. Back and dumped in by Nicholas Bone. For Leonard. Leonard goes through the middle. Doesn't find tape there. Backhanded in by Scarcella. Rosengold. D to D. Leonard moves it back to him. Rosengold with the long pass for Huang. Huang driving in wide. Looks to poke it around. Bone couldn't do it. Manfredi on the keep in, though. Algazzini elects to just stop this one up and take the whistle. Going forward off the draw, Menexis, but swept away by Algazzini. Scarcella beats 2 forecheckers, moves it across, now back over. Wolney steps up, able to force a turnover. Back off the wall, just too far ahead of Daguerre. Backhander doesn't get deep, but Kinzer's able to scoop and shoot. Kinzer scores! Kinzer makes it 1-0 for the Storm as the shot trickles by Coopertell. He gets over the line and just throws it at the cage, and you see it. Came off his glove, his shoulder, his glove, and actually rolled over his back and in. A 1-0 lead for VSSL here in the first period. Wheeler drives in right off the center ice face-off. He shoots and scores! Incredible response from Jonathan Wheeler. We're tied at 1. All he needed was 7 seconds. What a shot from Wheeler there. No angle at all, and he puts it in. Just like that, we're tied up at 1. Kinzer from Bassino, and then Wheeler unassisted. Pardon me, I said 7 seconds. They were 8 seconds apart. Pass to the slot. Chance here. Stay Scott. No! From my vantage point, thought I saw it hit the back of the net. The referee has a better look than I do. He says it hit the post. Let's take a look here. It did indeed ring off the inside of the post. Wow. Run and gun from these two teams for the last 2 minutes or so. Comes back to Steinberg. Blessy's forechecking hard. He'll put it up the wall and chipped out by Balletta. Solomon over to Lemke. Lemke right back to him. Half the period gone, half of it to go. Been a great opening frame here from the Hornets and the Storm. Blessy with the toe drag. Puts it behind the net. Wheeler to Blessy. Blessy couldn't get the shot off. Keeps possession. Now a chance. Save Algazzini. Swept away. Solomon keeps it in. Shooting for sticks. Pad save Algazzini. Cleared out. Lemke gloves it down. He's going to skate right back in. Has a chance. That's blocked. Fazio keeps it deep, ducks under a check. Just trying to throw it all the way down is Valaro. It's kept in, but that chance blocked by Balletta, and it'll kick out to neutral ice. Hornets trying to go back in quick. Blessy dumps it, and now all 5 will head off for a change. Algazzini recognizes and keeps it moving. Off the bench, buzzing, Jet Lucas. Lucas to the slot. It's blocked. Lucas settles it down once more, this time at the point. Drops it for Rosengold. Back to Jet Lucas. To the flank for Menexis. He takes a bump. 2-on-2 on the wall. It comes down low. Lucas rolls, shoots over the head of Algazzini. Leonard on the keep in. Right back towards the net, and Algazzini snags it, holds for the whistle. Shots are 8-4 in favor of Half Hollow Hills. Kinzer from Bassino for the Storm. Wheeler unassisted for the Hornets. Left of Algazzini. One back to Menexis. He drags. Couldn't find the lane. Takes it back off the boards. Saucer pass across. It's to Guerre. Cycles it around. Jet Lucas. Now to Menexis. He'll roll out of the corner. Backdoor look. Hits the post. Rebound. They score! Batter up. Steven Daguerre. 2-1 Hornets. Great walk out of the corner from Menexis here. Goes back door to Gary, hits the post, and then whacks it out of the air to make it a 2-1 hockey game. Right back in, Petsalos punched away Algazzini. Huang collects it, again to the slot, that's blocked off. Storm will clear. Winsky back to collect. Iosa's on him, puts it up the wall, Billetta on the keep. Hits Iosa. Iosa onto his backhand save. Tell. Rebound, squirts out. Wolney's going to look to break out. He'll cut back and move it to Huang. Benson Huang gets the stick lifted by Villaro. Villaro almost taken away by Petsalos. Hunter Rush is trying to clear it out of harm's way. It's back with Huang. He'll fire it in. Petsalos going to be F1. Bone touches the puck first, but fanned on it. Back around to Petsalos. And Bone got a piece of the puck, took it away. Another turnover force. Huang on the keep in. Now it's going to come out. Looking for Villaro on the stretch was Iosa. This one's going to be an icing instead. Shot stopped up. Steinberg going to take it behind his own net. Splits right out of his own zone. Steinberg drags and shoots. Toe save from Cooper Tell. Lawler takes the puck now, dumps it in. Icing waved. Solomon will collect behind his own net. Solomon dishes to Blessy on the breakout. Blessy, little head fake. Cuts across, Lemke. He'll shoot, put it high and wide. Just hacked out of the zone. Back to collect Solomon. He'll cut, trying to avoid a check from Zoles. He does. Touch pass, Blessy to Fazio. Fazio shoots, save Algazzini. 3:40 remaining in the first. Solomon, that's deflected. They score! Joe Fazio, with his 12th of the season, makes it 3-1 for Half Hollow Hills. The Hornets are buzzing right now. Solomon again just shooting for a stick, and Fazio redirects it in. 2-goal advantage for the Hornets. We're late in period one now as Menexis driving in wide with a chance. He scores! 4 unanswered goals for Half Hollow Hills.
find time to go over to my car? What? You think we're good with battery? Okay.
just to provide a quick update for all of you at home still with us here, both sides, well, the Hills Hornets have at least retreated to their locker room. Storm staying out there with their teammate Ralph Kinzer as he's being tended to. Did have the EMTs called. Ambulance is here attending to Ralph right now, so he is in the best of care. And I was told that we are still going to try to play some hockey tonight. We'll see how that goes in a little bit here, but again, Ralph in very good hands right now. Just wanted to pass that along to all of you guys at home. Just EMTs were called out of an abundance of caution. Want to make sure that he is taken care of as best as possible. So everyone here thinking about Ralph and hoping that he is okay. So again, gonna look to continue playing some hockey tonight. We are paused right now. Just a little over 2 minutes played in the second period. And next update I receive, I will jump back on the air and relay that to you all at home. Hornets have returned from the locker room. Both sides took a couple of quick laps, and now they will be ready to go here to get back into the action in period number 2. The Hornets are up 5-1 over VSSL Storm. Winning team gets the number 5 seed. Losing team will be the number 6 and face the number 3 seed from the Varsity Conference 2 in the play-in round. Play-in round Sunday, February 1st. Can't believe playoff hockey is here already, as we've buzzed through the regular season in both Nassau and Suffolk County. We're about 2 weeks out from crowning county champs, 4 weeks out from crowning state champs, and 6 weeks out from crowning an LIC champ. As we're back to hockey here at the Clark Gillies, and a big hit thrown there as Lawler knocks Solomon down. Lucas over the line, floats it at the goal, and it's covered up. Storm clear it out. Solomon gets there first, rolls around, swings it long, broken up. Dumped in by Lawler. It's Solomon, little head fake. Intercepted. Back in Bassino, taken away by Solomon once again. Trying to one-hand it deep, Zoll slows him down. Bassino dumps it in, Lemke will glove it. Hard off the boards to Jet Lucas. Goes through the middle for DeGuerre. Taken away by VSSL. Lemke with the weak side wrap. Menexis has to avoid a check from Moriarty. Now Menexis can skate it out. And he's got a lot of pace here. Menexis splits the defense. Shoots. Save. Rebound goes behind the net. Put up the wall, and out of the zone comes Steinberg. Fakes the pass, gets back outside around Rosengold. Curls to the point, spinning shot, blocked by Rosengold. Looking long, DeGuerre deflects it to Wheeler, who's on a breakaway. Wheeler, slap shot, denied. Couldn't get that puck to stop rolling on him. Good heads-up look from Rosengold, back in his own zone. Sent it long, and DeGuerre got a perfect touch on it, which enabled it to bounce all the way to Wheeler at the far blue. And the breakaway look wouldn't go as Wheeler's shot is punched away, and Rush slaps it to the boards. Over to Wheeler. Wheeler on the dump in. Rush with a big hit on Fazio. Blessy's going to take the biscuit. Around the net, Wheeler. He's run into by Rush. It's the Storm with the puck now. Long pass for Villaro. Villaro driving wide. Backdoor look, and it's broken up by Leonard. Off the boards, that slap shot's blocked. Scoop back up Aletta. He fans on it. Still loose in the slot. Both sides trying to take it free. It goes to Tell, who covers. Tied up in the circle. Storm going forward. Saved by Tell on Bassino. He really battled off that faceoff. Rush from the point. That's another stop for Tell. Seam pass is intercepted. Winsky leads the rush out. Winsky. Stick stop. Algazzini collects his own rebound and throws a little reverse hit there behind the net. which sent Nicholas Bone to the ice. Long pass for Zoles. A soft chip towards the cage. Tell trying to move it. Wolney will take it around the net. Takes a check. Comes to Mossbacker. Mossbacker drops it off for Patsalos. Pad save. He's run into by Bone. Moriarty looking to get it out. It's kept in. Now clears. Pops through the middle. Poked at by Winsky. Took the hit to make the play as back north come the Hornets as Petros Patsalos offside called on Half Hollow Hills. 5-1 lead with 9:14 left in period 2. Lemke shot from the point blocked. Menexis down low for Lucas. Lucas to Menexis. Save made. Algazzini. Daguerre back to the corner. Lucas's pass blocked. Valaro going to skate it solo. Clears the zone. Lemke. High flip in. Gloved by Algazzini. Holds for the whistle. Shot hits the glass off the face-off. Solomon up to the point for Lemke. Goal line, deflected off the side of the net for Fazio. Blessy to the slot, split Wheeler and Solomon. Lemke goes back to collect. Off the boards, dump down the sheet, no icing. It goes underneath the stick of Jack Lawler. Steinberg there. Too hard for Nepagata to handle. Back down the wall, and Steinberg collects and skates. Goes wide. Steinberg protecting the puck, tucking his shoulder. Pinned on the wall. Trying to find a lane. Save, rebound, knocked out of the air, and then cleared out of the zone by Half Hollow. Lawler puts it back in. Wheeler collects, immediately goes forward to Blessy. He'll backhand it deep. Algazzini behind the net playing it. Puts it long and hard off the boards. It's right back with the Hornets, though, as they just reset things. Rosengold over to Lemke. Comes off his stick. Zoll's trying to take it, but Fazio wins that battle. Couldn't get it deep. Back off the boards, Lawler. Stolen from Lemke by Zoles. Foot race for it. Zoles around the net. Stops up. Off the noggin. Cooper Tell. Tried to wait out Cooper Tell there, but instead put it right off the mask as he was looking upstairs. Stays 5-1. Long pass for Bassino. His shot's blocked by Lemke. Shots are 23-9 in this one. Huang looks through the middle. It gets out under the tape of Zoles. It's fired in by Bone. Hornets clear. Icing called. Draws one by the Hornets. Spun around to Huang. Huang chips and chase. Huang trying to get to the net. Lost possession, lost his footing, got possession back. But his pass was intercepted. Rosengold keeps it with the skates. And one more poke at it, kept it in. Now it's stretched long for Zoles. Zoles dropping it off. Shot there, that's blocked off. So Storm, who control it after the offensive zone face-off. Manfredi clears. Bone. Lost it in his own feet. Gets it across to Iosa. Iosa for Belletta, who dumps it in. Mossbacker for Menexus. Menexus. Dangling in, Menexus with a chance, save made, rebound, shot blocked, back with Manfredi, another stop, that goes wide now. Rosengold keeps the puck in the zone, now Menexus keeps it. Diving down was Iosa to whack it out, Menexus broke his stick in the process. So he heads off, fresh on is Fazio. Mossbacker into the zone, driving in. Out front, save made, rebound is loose. Belletta pokes it ahead to Iosa, and it's kept in the zone. Good hustle on the back check by Manfredi. Now it's sent long by VSSL. Won't be an icing as Wolney's there. Goes D to D for Winsky. Winsky, hard whack at it. Icing gonna be called here. Draw one by the Hornets. Zoles gloves it down. Fazio gets it out. Zoles takes it back. Fazio wins possession again. Wheeler trying to go to Blessy. Bassino intercepted by Blessy. Blessy to the slot, blocked. And out comes Bassino. Chips it around Solomon, getting after it. Wins the foot race for it, drops it through his legs, but Solomon intercepts and clears. Back in Lawler. Solomon regroups, D to D for Lemke. Will skate with the space afforded to him. Chips it to Wheeler. Lost it, now fires it in. 3:50 remaining in period 2. High flip, going to be gloved by Lemke once more. And coming across to play the body there, Jake Zoles. Blessy to Wheeler. Wheeler goes over to Fazio. Fazio. Solomon, shot, hits the glass. Wheeler settles things to the slot again, intercepted Lawler. He'll carry out. Lawler moves it across. Lemke clears, Blessy gloves it down, foot race, and Blessy's on a break. Toe drag, swept away by Lawler. Down to the slot, Wheeler, one-timer goes wide. Rebound try, missed the net, Fazio, net came off. What a sequence there for the Hornets as they look to expand their lead. Up 5-1. Could be 5-2 if not for this save from Cooper Tell. Meant to show you guys this stop earlier on. It was a beauty. Good poise here from Zoles, just trying to wait him out. Looking upstairs, but Tell got him with the mask. High backhand saucer pass, and Volaro gets there first. Wolney out-muscles and wins it. DeGuerre. Wide on Bone. Drops it to Jet Lucas. The slot pops to Wolney at the point. Goes back door looking. Patsalos. Bit too elevated to get the deflection. Corner for Patsalos. Looks back door. Broken up. Nicholas Bone in the way. At the point. Save Alguazini. Rebound. He swats it to the boards. Daguerre. Up to the point. Splits through two. Hunter Rush jumps up and poke checks it. Wolney into the corner for Patsalos. Just a bit out of his reach. Winsky. Back down the wall. Valaro gets it out. Delayed offside, and it'll be called here on VSSL. .155 left in the second period. It is a 5-1 game in favor of the Half Hollow Hills Hornets. We're here at the Clark Gillies Arena at Dix Hills Park. It's the Hornets senior night. Winner of this matchup clinches the number 5 seed for playoffs. Loser will get the number 6 seed and face the number 3 from the VC2 in the play-in round on Sunday, February 1st. Right out, Jake Zoles has some numbers here. Solomon's going to block his shot. Zoles jumps around the check, but the pass goes right to Manfredi. Solomon, cross corner dump. Steinberg collects up the boards. Huang taking back Steinberg. Drags it into the zone. Some numbers here. Batted out of the air, Lemke, and put into the VSSL bench. Draw one back to the point, and Lawler's shot goes off a stick and well into the air. Jet Lucas with a chance to clear. Final minute of the middle period. Patsalos to Daguerre. Or pardon me, that's Menexis to Daguerre. Taken away and chopped out. Vecino racing after it, puts it to the middle of the ice. Stolen by Lucas. Back for Menexis. Trying to turn away from a hit. Lawler kept him on the wall. Menexis will roll into the middle now with the puck. Poked away, but Daguerre swoops in to collect. He's knocked down by a back-checking Zoles. And now it's Zoles with the puck, 30 to go. He'll get over the blue line. Looking towards the net, Lemke breaks it up. Weak side wrap for Daguerre. 20 seconds remaining. Now to Lucas. 3-on-3 on the entry. Lucas keeps it wide. Now looking high slot, it's blocked. Behind the net, pushed around the wall, 5 seconds to go. Daguerre and Moriarty come together, 1 second left, and that'll do it. (5-1) for the Hornets as we head to break. One more period to go as Half Hollow Hills looks to secure the win and the number 5 seed. Can Valley Stream mount a comeback and score a couple of big goals here in the third? 15 minutes left here at the Clark Gillies Arena. Third period is live here on the LI Sports Network. Half Hollow Hills 5, VSSL 1. And it's the Hornets senior night as they look to continue to buzz and secure a victory. Locking things down through the last 15 minutes of this contest. Menexis dancing through neutral ice. He's forced to the corner by Steinberg. Steinberg getting the stick lifted, taking back Menexis. And Lawler will swoop in to help out. Lawler has it taken away. Menexis dumps it back in. Algazzini out to play it on the backhand. It's chipped out by Belletta. Solomon with 2 on his tail just turns it right back north to Menexis. Menexis tries to dangle through. Puck goes right to Steinberg. Steinberg puts it out. Lemke breaks it up. Lemke over to Lucas. Drops it back, taken away. And Lemke on his horse to steal it. Belletta trying to leave it there for Villaro. Doesn't work for him. Gare for Lucas over the blue. And leaves it for Menexis. Toe drag. Back across to Wheeler off the bench. Wheeler couldn't settle that bouncing puck. Menexis forces a turnover. Nice move, Menexis. Spins it around to Wheeler. Wheeler makes the move. He scores! Incredible display of skill from the duo of Wheeler and Menexis. And it's 6-1. Sensational passing there from the Hornets as they have 6 unanswered goals in this one. 5-goal lead here in the third period. Fazio with the dump in. Looking to settle it. Puts it back to the corner, Moriarty. Stretch pass for Zoles. Zoles is over the blue. Toe drag. Shot is blocked by Owinski. Zoles turns, puts it back on net with a slap shot. And Cooper Tell will kick that away. Wolney leaves it back with Wheeler. Wheeler for Blessy. Blessy cuts and now dishes to Fazio. Fazio over the blue line. Trying to get outside. Sandwiched together there by Bone and Zoles. Now hits Winsky at the point. That shot's blocked. Winsky recovers nicely. He's knocked to the ice by Zoles. Dump in is broken up by Fazio. Moved outside. Wheeler toe drag with a shot underneath the pad of Algazzini. Hornets control it. D-to-D for Rosengold. Pokes it ahead to Patsalos. Petros Patsalos for Mossbacker. Mossbacker spins through the seam. Benson Huang. Right pad stop. Mossbacker Benson Huang out to the slot. Nothing there. Comes all the way back. Tell thought about covering it. No pressure, plays it out through the middle to Huang. Hits Patsalos on the backhand. Petros Patsalos, nice move over the, no, he scores! What a play from Petros Patsalos. Dangles in. The launch angle of that shot made it seem like it was going over the net. Instead, he keeps it under the bar. 7 straight half hollow. And it looks like they're en route to clinching that number 5 seed. It's with Menexis. Looking backdoors, steered aside by Algazzini. Got 11-10 left in this one. 3-on-2, shot from the outside, saved by Tell. Iosa gloves it down. Pinned on the wall by Lucas. Leonard, back up the boards, it's Lucas. Daguerre cuts middle and has it stolen off his stick. Rosengold will handle it, move it to Lemke. Lemke for Menexis. Menexis continues wide. Daguerre stays in the rink, he puts it off the glass. Now it's pushed out to the defensive zone for half hollow. Over the stick of Menexis, Hunter Rush back to neutral ice. Lucas drops it for Menexis, quick cut move. Dances into the middle, hits Lucas back door, he scores! Another beautiful pass from Menexis and Jet Lucas, who puts it in, quick backhand forehand move. And that's gonna do it for Pat Algazzini. Pat Donahue goes between the pipes now for the Storm with a little over 10 minutes left here in the third. Eight straight goals for Half Hollow Hills. Just an offensive onslaught here tonight. As they gave up the opener, and they didn't need very long to respond and tie things up. It was just 8 seconds later. Jonathan Wheeler got the Hornets on the board, and they haven't looked back since. Chance for VSSL around the net. Goes back door, Zoles misses. Lemke breaks it out to Wheeler. Wheeler's pass blocked off. Moriarty gonna skate it back in. Instead, stick lifted by Fazio, who moves it across to Benson Huang. Huang lost possession. Bouncing puck, just would not sit down. Zoles takes a check from Solomon, and Fazio puts it to the red line. Thrown in by Lawler. Around the net of Tell, Lemke will stop it. Takes it off the boards, goes D to D for Solomon. Solomon to Huang. Huang backhands it ahead to Fazio. Fazio just touches it into the Storm zone. Steinberg, saucer pass over. Cutting into the middle of the ice is Bassino. Bassino with a shot, hits a stick, and bounces into the corner again. Lawler from the point, parried aside. Cooper Tell goes out of play. One to the boards, and Bagata couldn't get a shot through. And it's put off the glass to Patsalos. Patsalos going wide, bobbles up, throws it down low to Mossbacker. Around the net. Continues to walk, now looking at Patsalos. And Scarcella got in the lane. Mossbacker. Fanned on the shot there. Scarcella might have even gotten a touch on it. As Scarcella now going to put Patsalos into the wall and put the puck out. It's taken back though by Mossbacker. He'll cut around Scarcella. Leaves it with Patsalos. Lost it in his skates. Kicks back to Mossbacker though. He shoots. Missed the net. Wolney pinching on the keep-in. Successful. Off the glass and out for the Storm. Icing coming. Manhasset, East Meadow underway right now in the Varsity Conference 1. Garden City and Friends in the VC2 played to a 1-1 tie. Stick lift from Nexus, still able to be dumped in though by Valaro. Out front, backhand try, save, rebound, another stop for Tell. So as it stands right now, our bottom 4 seeds in the Varsity Conference 1 are all locked in. We can still see some movement. There's another whistle. So 7:06 to go, 8-1 hockey game. Storm need a lot of goals quick to mount this comeback. If these results hold, of course, Half Hollow will lock into 5, Valley Stream will be 6, Bethpage 7, and East Meadow 8. It's 5 through 8 in the standings for the Varsity Conference 1. Still could have movement 1 through 4 though. As it's off the wall for Menexus, just out of reach for him. Icing going to be called once more. You got Belmore and Long Beach, each on 25 points apiece. Long Beach plays their final game of the regular season on Friday night against Syosset. Belmore Merrick has 2 regular season games left. One against Bethpage and one against Syosset. They play Bethpage tomorrow night and Syosset on Wednesday. Syosset currently the 3rd seed with 19 points. Manhasset 4th with 18. And Manhasset win over East Meadow tonight will help them leapfrog Syosset in the standings. They'll each have 2 games left in the regular season. Shot on goal, kicked away. But more than likely, it's looking like it's going to be a combination of Long Beach, Belmore, 1-2. Not sure what the order is just yet, but those are going to be our top 2 seeds. And Syosset and Manhasset will make up our 3rd and 4th seeds. Again, they could still end up in either spot. So Half Hollow Hills won't know just yet who they're playing, and our 3 play-in teams don't know who they're playing yet either. It's been a doozy of a season down in the VC2. So much competition, so many teams that have battled and made a case for themselves to earn the right to be in the play-in round and earn the right to play for promotion to the VC1 for next season. We know Wantagh, POBIT are in. RVC has the edge right now. Oceanside has to win their last 2 games and get a little bit of help in order to secure the win there. And with 5 and change left, that's it. Nobody gets a say on it. It's the bell rung for the Zamboni. Even the refs are confused here. I'm a little confused. I think everyone in the stands are confused. But nonetheless, with 5 and change to go, this game is going to be called. Must have run out of time on the ice slot here. Got more hockey to be played at the Clark Gillies Arena. So that's it. This is going to go into the books as an 8-1 win for Half Hollow Hills. The Hornets get the win on senior night, and they secure the number 5 seed in the playoffs, avoiding the play-in round. Valley Stream is number 6, Bethpage 7, East Meadow 8. Still don't know who we're going to see from the VC2 and in what order, as Wantagh and POBIT are on 23 points apiece. Hawks have a game at hand, and RVC is at 22 points. So, Valley Stream fans, we know for a fact we'll see you on Sunday night down at the TOB for the play-in round. We don't know who your opponent is going to be yet, but we will know within just a few short days. For Half Hollow, we'll see you guys for the quarterfinal, which will kick off on Tuesday. That is the 3rd. Second day of the quarterfinal is the 4th, so we'll see you on one of those days regardless. But a big win tonight for Half Hollow to ensure they're not in the play-in. They secure the 5 seed, and they'll be looking at either one of Manhasset or Syosset in the playoffs. Valley Stream will be playing either one of Wantagh, POBIT, or potentially RVC, or maybe even Oceanside if they could sneak their way in to stay up in VC1. Want to thank cameraman tonight, Gabe Takuri. My name's Travis Quigley. Once again, please just give us about 24 hours, and we will make sure that we have a high-quality recording up for you all to go back and view the right way. Thank you again so much for all of your support. Playoff hockey just a couple days away, ladies and gentlemen, and we can't wait to take you through every second of the action. Make sure you join us tomorrow night for more New York Islanders High School Hockey League varsity coverage right here on the LI Sports Network.
Started getting that flashing battery.